Hey everybody! Might be a few minutes early. Ken took off, so I thought, hey! Because you know I can talk and take up my space and Ken's space and everybody's space. So we'll just wait till everybody gets on here. So we'll just wait till everybody gets on here. Alright. Since the last time I saw you, about an hour ago, let me get all this straight so I can actually look at you. Since the last time I saw you, I have put, we are now making our own dog food for our pup. It's awesome. He's lost 2 pounds already because he was a little chunky monkey. And started some soup, cleaned up my space, ready to go for the Karen Burniston portion. And we will wait just a second. So hold on a minute. Oh, there we are. See, I love it where I can see everybody's comments. Love it. There we are. Hello, Brian. Hi, Paula. Hi, Tina. There's Karina and Brenda and Lorianne and Pam, Deanna and Annie. I'm back. Hello, Jeanette. Hi, Karen. Hi, Judy. This is going to be fun. You guys are going to love this. I am going to blow your mind, literally. Karen, I got to see this, and she's really, really good. So she shows me, like, their good stuff, and then the really good stuff, and then the really, really good stuff, and she goes, okay, now I have this to show you. And she showed me the oven pop-up, and literally, I had nothing to say. My jaw was on the table. It is incredible. So then, of course, I decided to make one so I could share it with you guys. You ready for this? This is what we're making today. Look at this. Right? Look at this. It opens and there's pies in there. Ah. Look at that. This is going to be a super, super, super fun card to make. And I can't wait to share with you guys. We've got a couple minutes. So, I just wanted to let everybody know. Let's go back to this front face. I just wanted to let everybody know that I am going to be giving away in this presentation all of the dies that are needed to make this card. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dies needed to make this card, okay? Actually, there's only 1 or 2, but I threw in 5 just so I could make it nice and pretty and stuff, and so I decided to give away a whole set. Also, something that you should know is at KarenBurniston.com, the oven pop-up and the oven extras, okay, the oven pop-up and the oven extras are 20% off, okay, only until, I don't know, let's pick a day. So let's say everybody's going to watch. We'll leave it up there until Friday. 20% off. Just these 2. Okay? It is a very, very, very good deal. You'll save yourself some money. So 20% off the oven pop-up and the oven extras. You don't need a code. It's already out there. I know Karina's on here. So Karina, can you remind me? That's what I always do. If I don't have a pad and paper, Karina, can you remind me? And she always does. Or Dolores. All right. So the other dies, while we're waiting, I'll show you guys the dies that we're using. So we're using this amazing oven pop-up. Look at all the pieces in this die. It is incredible. This is a 16-piece die set. You have the oven and the base and the handles and the burners and the racks and the cabinets and the drawers. Look at this. This is a cookie sheet. And look at the little sugar cookies. She even designed little sugar cookies to put on the cookie sheet. It's craziness. So you can make a card solely with this oven pop-up. All right. Now, if you want to get all fancy and have some more options, grab the oven extras. Okay. So this has backsplash and a range hood. And look at this little mixer and a little cooking pot and little platforms and a turkey and some bread. It is a great little set. These two make a fun set to use, and I am obsessed. Hello from Hershey. Valerie, you keep coming on, and I keep getting hungrier, and I know that I had part of that Hershey bar, and it's not beside me, and I'm so hungry. You have no idea how hungry I am. Anyway, so, nope, Luciana, you're right on time. Okay, so I've also used the Happy Autumn. I've used the pumpkin border out of our Halloween borders. I love this set. It's got little bones, and this just cracks me up. This is a great little set. And look how long they are. Okay? So they go across. These are great for card making. And then I also used our rectangles and labels crosshatch. This is a great little set because it does big borders, and then it does smaller borders. So, for instance, I used it on this blue piece. And I also used it because it's perfect to stamp a sentiment in. Okay? So, somebody's going to win all of those just for commenting. So, make sure you comment. Let's see. Tell me what state you're from. Hi, Becky Moorhead. Way! Yay! And let's see. Tell me what state you're from. Tell me how cold it is. It is insanely cold here today. We went from 85 degrees down to 44 degrees, so it's chilly. Tell me what you're going to be for Halloween. Tell me if you like pink, because that's where I went last night, to the Pink concert. I have to tell you guys, I am a huge music fan. I love music. I love concerts. I've been to tons of them. And she blew my mind. Like, I was dumbfounded and mesmerized. You just can't quit watching her. That concert was just so amazing. If you get the chance and the opportunity, go. Go, go, go. All right. We have 60 people. Hold up. Do I have that crosshatch set? Well, I don't know. But you need it. Give me a cranky menopausal woman. Easy peasy. Right? I'm going to get a blonde wig, put it back on, and be the old me. Never mind. Okay, let's get started because I've only got an hour. I pretty much timed this to where I think I can do it. Okay, so let's get ourselves started. All right. So this is the card that we're making for those of you that just tuned in. All right. This is the card, Happy Thanksgiving on the outside. And then you open it up and look at this insane kitchen. Honestly, you can build a kitchen doing this. You can build a kitchen. So you can do what cabinets, if you ever wanted to design a kitchen, now you can do it for 1/10,000th of the price, right? So we're going to build this little card today. So let's get started. I'm going to see if I can, I'm hoping I can keep it here. Okay, so the first thing that you're going to want to do is just start with the inside. We're going to start with the inside and then we can do the outside later. So I just have a 5-inch wide, okay, by 5.5. So it's 11 inches. So 5 by 11, I just made it, folded it in half. We're good to start. Open up the inside. Now I'm going to grab my glue. And of course this is, look at how much I've used it. This is the fine tip bottle that we sell. And the pH glue. I love this. It dries very quickly. Okay. And I love the little fine tip edge. It gives you a very, very tiny space that you can work with. So let's just put this paper on. I'm going to go around the outside edge. All right. And I'm going to center that. Okay, and we're just going to glue it down. And I forgot to get water in my little jar. All right, this paper that I am using is from the Photo Play collection. I absolutely love it. I ordered extra so I never run out. I'm gonna lay that here, get it up with the edge, and that's as easy as it gets. Okay, now we can go ahead and we can decorate the bottom, but I think we'll save that till last. So let's just go ahead and make our little kitchen. Okay, I'll show you how easy this is. So I've pre-cut all my pieces. Okay, if you guys ever wonder what pieces to cut or how to assemble them, every Karen Burniston die, let me grab it here. Every Karen Burniston die that's a pop-up has crazy good instructions on the back. All right, crazy good instructions. If you're not an instructions person to read them, I am not. I don't know why it is, but instructions don't register in my head very well. Karen has literally pop-up assembly videos for every one of our pop-up dies, and they are fantastic videos. I am not the type of person that can just grab a pop-up and put it together. Normally that's something I would make Dolores do, and then I'd have her teach me until I met Karen. And her videos are so good that literally every card that I put together that has a pop-up, I go out and I watch her first. And I love it. And sometimes I watch 2 or 3 times. So, okay. So let's just do our little kitchen. Now there's a lot of little pieces, but this is so simple to do. The first thing we're going to use is this little piece right here. Okay, this is our platform piece. All right. We're just going to fold these folds down. All of them are scored with the die, and all of the folds go in. This one is going to stick out just a little further than the other. This little tab is going to go under. That's going to go back. And this is going to go back, and that is going to go back. All right. Ta-da. Okay, this is our platform. It's this easy. So we are going to glue our platform right at our fold. All right, right at our fold. Super easy. Kind of find the center wherever you want it to go. This will work in a 4 1/4 inch wide card too. It'll just be right to the edge. All right, you can do it any card size bigger than a 4 1/4 will work. So we're just going to lay that there, and the pH glue is going to grab it nice and quickly. Now to get it to the other side, there's no guessing work at all, really. All you're going to do is lay these down. I'm going to make sure I get my folds right, because getting your folds right is really important for it to be straight. Okay, so we're going to do this, and that's, and that's. Then all I'm going to do is close my card. Miss Hooker, you started chemo. Girlfriends, I am with you. I went through chemo. That's why I have... All right, I had water. There we go. Hang on a sec, guys. I had water in my glue and it just didn't like what it was doing. Hold on. It was too runny. So our platform is going to sit just like this. I thought I could get away with using a wet wipe for the little trick, but it does not work. It makes it too runny. The little trick I'm talking about is putting a paper towel in the bottom of a jar and tipping your bottle upside down so it's always nice and moist, but it doesn't dry out. And I did not have that paper towel, so I thought I'd sneak it in on you guys and just put a wet wipe in there. No, it does not work. it makes the glue too runny, and then it won't set up. So now we have our card. Does the pH glue come in the needle nose bottle, or do you put it in a different bottle? It comes in its own bottle. And now it's just not going to set for me. Oh, come on. We're going to let this just sit there, and I'm going to hold it for a minute. And let it do its jam. Okay. It's going to sit there. I'm not going to push it anymore. We're just going to let it dry. So we're going to work on our oven. Okay, so I'm going to sit that there. This glue is fabulous glue. Just don't mix it with a wet wipe. Now we know, right? Okay. All right. So let's go to our oven. This is our little oven piece. It has a little door. Now we get our papers from the paper cut. And they have fabulous, fabulous, fabulous papers. I'm going to fold along the lines, okay? Just like that. And you can see them. I'm not sure if you can see them in the video, but they are certainly there from the die when you cut it. Okay, and again, I'm going to keep everything nice and straight. I'm going to tell you guys the lessons that I learned doing this. And I did learn, and this one's going to come up. Some of the lessons I learned: if you have a hard time finding the fold, put your finger there where you find it, and then bend on that, and it will kind of find its own fold, right? So then we have this little piece, and all that bends down is this. Go ahead and work it both ways, because this is your oven piece that you want to open up. So we're going to work it both ways. Now, you can leave it like this if you want, and you can poke your hole through the oven. However, if you would like to have an oven with a see-through front, or even you can use vellum and make it kind of a glassy front, then all we're going to do is cut another piece of this. And Karen has this in her video as well, all right? So you cut another piece of just the front of the oven, and this time you cut along that score line. Okay, then we're going to take our glue. Where'd it go? There we go. This piece. Okay, so now we're going to have this piece. We're going to put some glue on the back of this, and we are just going to set it on a clean piece of acetate. And I just use regular acetate, nothing fancy. I'm pretty sure that the paper cut has it as well. So then you do that. You cut this right along here. And right along there. And now, miraculously, we have a glass front oven front, and we are just going to glue it on the inside. Okay, just like that. All right. The paper that I'm using is like, I think it's a brushed nickel, brush something. Okay, there we go. They have so many fun papers that you could make, like shiny papers that you could make ovens out of. So now let's go ahead. We're going to decorate this oven while it's laying here. It's a little more easier than to do it while it's put together. So look at all these fun little parts that I've already cut out. All right, we have 4 burners. We have 4 inside the burners. And here's these. She has even gone so far as to, and I have to get a little picker upper. I forgot that. Hang on a second, guys. don't know where my little picker-upper is. There we go. So she even went so far as to make the little handles, the little oven turning handles. Is that hilarious? And so in the oven handles, in the die, there's a little tiny space that you can use a white pen. All right, where's it at? See the little burner cutouts? You can use a little white pen and color in there, and it makes your handles just like this. Isn't that hilarious? And you can get these white pens and your little picky up tool and your bottle and all that good stuff over at KarenBurniston.com. So now let's just go ahead and put on our 4 knobs. Now watch this. Is this genius or what? If you take this, and I got this right off a video. Don't think I'm genius. This would be the Karen factor here. So I put this right here, just like she showed me. I'm going to do 4 little marks, and that's going to tell me exactly where to put my glue, and they will all be in a nice little line. Little dot, little dot, little dot, little dot. Okay, then I'm just going to come get this one and stick it there. And this one. And I did learn that if you want your oven to be off, make sure that they all face the same direction. Or you could always have a burner on, I suppose, and have red on the inside of the burner, right? Okay. All right, there we go. This one's a little off. We're going to move it just a tiny bit, put another little piece of glue. Now sometimes the glue has a little bit of a hard time sticking to the glossy surfaces. So you just have to let it do its thing. Or you can also grab some little pop dots as well. Okay, so we have our burners on. Now let's do let's do our burners, not our knobs. I said burners earlier, didn't I? So I'm gonna put that there. And that there. You're gonna be able to make your own oven. Wouldn't that be nice? The price of ovens. We're just going to put that on. I know there's another one hanging out here somewhere. Put that on. Okay. Now, all we have to do is put the burner, what are those things? The filament pieces? Okay, so are you impressed that I knew that? Filament pieces. So I have to tell you, while I'm watching this video that she did, and then all we're going to do is just add our little pieces on here. While I'm watching her video, she says, let's create a stove, and all we have to do is go stash diving. And I'm like, oh, that is so hilarious. Stash diving. Seriously. All right. I'm watching Laura. It says, as you guys recommend products, I add them to my cart at Joann's, so I remember what I'm supposed to buy later. You got to add them to your cart at KarenBurniston.com. I don't think Joann's sells our stuff. We don't sell to Joann's anyway. Okay, and there we go. We have an oven. Ta-da! All right, look at that. How quick was that? Yep. Now all we have to do is put a little handle on our stove. Now I will tell you this. See what I mean about using your fingernails to find, can you guys see that? There we go. To find the little piece. So this folds back and then it folds in, so it has a little Z. Okay, and we're going to do that on this side. Now, we had, when I was making this card, we had a hard time getting these two back pieces to stick with glue because you want it to be strong enough that you can pull out the oven, right? So what we did, okay, there you go. We would much prefer that you buy from KarenBurniston.com because you can get KarenBurniston.com and get the oven stuff 20% off. So I just put little double stick tape back here. Okay, that helps that stay down. And on that side, we are going to set it over here. And that is the quickest oven handle I've ever installed. And no, it's not. Did I get the paper off of it maybe? No, you have to take the paper off to make the glue stick. Okay. Alright, there we go. And we now have an oven handle. Look at that. Isn't that cute? And it opens and closes our oven. Ta-da! Alright, so now all we have to do is just attach this to our card, right? Okay. So we are going to, this is our little kick plates for our cabinets, and this is the front of the stove, and the stove is just going to lay just like that. Okay, so we're going to use a little bit of the glue. Alright, and put that in there. Okay, and while I'm holding that, yeah, let's have a little a chat about Joann's and Michael's and Hobby Lobby and online retailers, you know, that aren't companies direct. What a lot of people don't understand is that companies like ours, you know, for example, Karen spends a week designing a die like this, you know, so it is much appreciated if, what do you say, shop small kind of thing. Those big box stores can sell you stuff cheaper because they buy it from distributors and they buy it in bigger bulk. So if you can shop online at their place, we would really much prefer that you shop online at our place. And then it helps us. Likewise with any of the other companies as well. And a lot of people don't know that. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we are going to lay this down in here. Can you guys see this? I'm going to fold this down and then I'm going to close my card, and it's going to come up with the exact perfect spot. All right. Fold that over and then lay my card down. Yeah, in the box stores aren't giving you guys giveaways, and they don't love to sit here on a Saturday with you, you know? Okay, look at that. Ta-da! You know what I forgot? Oh well. So I'm going to show you. It's just not going on this one. But, actually, maybe we can. I had a little, I tried to be really organized and put everything in different things, but this is part of the, I wonder if I can still get that up a little bit. Nope, that pH glue sticks. So this is part of a backsplash that Karen created. Now, if I would have wanted to put that on, hence this is why you watch her videos when you really want to make the card. You just watch me for entertainment, but if you want the correct way to do it, you watch her, for crying out loud. It should go behind there, okay? Or seeing you up like this, okay? So it actually comes in a, let me find it, show you. It comes in this gorgeous big piece like this. So you can put it all the way across. I just cut it in half because on my original card, I just wanted a little bit behind my stove. Okay, and I wanted my wallpaper up here. So I tried it, and of course I forget it. So that's how it goes. Moving along, let's see if we can put some, let's put some cabinets in our little space, right? So let's build us some cabinets. And if anybody has built cabinets through IKEA, yeah, I'm going to show you the easy way to build cabinets, okay? In our little fantasy kitchen. So this is a cabinet front and this is a cabinet front. We want two. Okay, and we're just going to fold it over like that. This is eventually just going to sit like that. However, we have some building to do. So I'm going to fold this, and she has also included drawers. So I have 6 drawers. Now if you want to make a kitchen with 1 drawer and a big pull-out drawer, you can do that. You can mix them up, you can mash them up, you can do whatever. So in this case right here, I'm just going to do 3 drawers on this one, and 3 drawers on this one. Alright, that's going to go there. That's going to go there. Whoopsie. These drawers are going to get installed like drawers normally get installed if I do them. A little wonky. Okay, there's that. And so this one, and this one, and this one. Okay, now those are cute, right? So now we have drawers. However, we are going to now put handles on them. All right. And okay, and then we're going to add our drawer pulls to that one. And just think about it. You could have a kitchen with brushed nickel drawer pulls, right? Or you could have gold drawer pulls. Ooh. So now we have drawers, right? So all we're going to do is we're going to put a little glue here. And we're going to just sit that right there, right up and next against the stove. You know what you can do? You can build this and then go to your husband and go, honey, I installed the kitchen today. True story, right? All right. And those right there. And I got glue all over my oven. And I will tell you, while the wet wipes don't work very well, yes, there will be another release before Christmas, around the first part of July. Okay, so wet wipes do not work good in the jars to keep this, you know, to keep our tips from clogging up. It does work really well to get glue off this little stuff. So I'm going to lay these here, draw a little line. Okay, do you guys see where I'm drawing that at? Right there? We're going to just let it fall where it may. Just holding our card. Okay. And then same thing on this side. We're just going to do this. All right. Did I say July? December. Sorry, Kathy. I'm building a kitchen. I'm building a kitchen. There's going to be a new release the first part of December. I'm building a kitchen. All right. Look at that. Stoves in. I know, you guys. See? Now you know. Now you know. I know. Oopsie. Right? I love that little emoji. Whoops. Okay. So, we have our kitchen done. Can you believe this? We have our cabinets done. Right? So let's throw in, you know, some upper cabinets because we are very good contractors. Okay? So we're just going to take the upper cabinet here and the upper cabinet here. Now, these come from the Oven Extras set. Okay? There's this and this. If you want to build a kitchen from just the original set, you can also do that. You just use the cookie sheet for the cabinets. Right? I know. It was a test. Right, Teresa? It was a test. Just to see. You know, I might put out there on our Facebook page sometime later this week. When did Tanya accidentally say the next release was coming out? And the right person that was listening. I'm not going to, but it'd be kind of funny, wouldn't it? All right, so let's just put on the outer cabinet. And the outer cabinet of this one. Now the cool thing is, remember I told you we were going to design a kitchen? So you have the option when you get the second set, the oven add-ons, you have the option to use a range hood or not use a range hood. Well, if you don't use a range hood, you can get 4 cabinets. Right? If you do use a range hood, you only get 2. So there you go. How do I build and read all the comments? Kathy, that's why I said July. I know, that's why I screwed up, because I'm paying attention to you. Carol, you guys really need to go out and join the Peeps page. Okay, so what we're going to do, I'm really not squirreling here. I'm trying to do 3 things at once. So I'm going to put my range hood on, because that's going to show me where I can put my cabinets. Right? All right. Just like a true contractor. This time I put a couple layers of foam tape because I really wanted it to look like a range hood. So I'm doing that. But if you go out to our product page or you go out to our Peeps page, Karina just posted the link for that, then you can see all of the insane creations. I think Sue Kreider, I'm pretty sure, put a TV in her kitchen. I am not kidding you. It's a TV. Freaking insane the things people are doing with these kitchens. It's really awesome. Karen is having a class. That reminds me. While I glue these down, I'm going to tell you about Karen's class. So I'm going to glue in my cabinets now that I know where they can go, right? And I'm going to kind of try to line them up with base cabinets because that's how it should be, right? I'm going to turn it upside down to do that. But Karen is she teaches classes, YouTube and Zoom classes. Let's see, I'm going to go down a little bit. Once a month. It's usually around the first of the month. Okay, and this time, believe it or not, on the 11th, okay, on November 11th, the card class online is going to be with the oven die, and you can get kits for it. We sell them once a quarter. This time you can get a kit. If you go onto our website under events, I believe there's shops in Texas that sell them, and there's a couple other shops that you can get them online. One cabinet is higher than the other. I cannot do that. Oh, yeah, that's bad. That's bad. See, it's the OCD thing, people. It's just horrible. Okay. And over. Okay. Now all we need to do is put our little door knobs on. Anyway, you can pick up a kit still from one of those stores, and Karina can give you a link to the events page that you guys can hop right over there. But I have a photograph of the two cards, and we'll take a break here in just a second, and I will show you. I just do not want my knobs to be off center, because that would be a very bad contractor, right? And ta-da, we just installed cabinets. Yes! Now, think about this. Okay, I just had a thought. You can get some little plants and put up above there, like some of us have plants on the... Oh, I'm going to have to put plants on in my kitchen. Okay, so now we have our oven. We have everything to go with it. So I'm thinking, oh, you know what? We need to put the insides in. Now you can do that at any time. It's a little easier to do it before you do the oven, but it's still doable. But I wanted to show you, look at these. This is the next class that Karen's doing on November 11th at 11 a.m. Central Time. Now, it's recorded so you can go back and see it. But look at this, a double oven with an island that pops up with cookies. And it's got a little counter there. That's just one of them, right? It's just one, and they both open up. Look at this one. You guys need to take this class. It's so fun. Look at how realistic the oven is. It's craziness. Okay, so back to doing what we're doing. So let's get our oven pieces in. And to do that, you take these two little guys. These are our racks. And the first rack is just going to go in the back. Now, something I will mention, if you open your oven, right now you see the back of your wallpaper, right? So you just cut a piece. I believe it's 1.5 by 2 1/4, and you just put on the back there. It is in the video on our website on the product page. Okay, so we are going to just put that in there. So see, now it looks like an oven on the inside. We're going to glue this little guy down, but first I'm going to take, and I'm just going to clip this off because I'm making this a double. Okay, and I'll explain why in a minute. So I need to pick up my game here a little bit. And we are just going to sit that right inside there. So that is our bottom rack. And I'm just going to hold it down for a second with my fingers so I can get the glue going. All right, now we have our next rack, right? But we need to sit it up somehow. In the extras box, there are little, they look like this. They're little box pieces that have score marks in them, and they make little boxes just like this. Super, super easy. Okay? Now, what I want to do is, this has a hard time sitting in there like that, right? So we want to make a little platform. So all we do is just cut this off. And then we're going to re-glue it. So we're shortening this piece. Okay. See, so now I have a rack. It's just my top rack, and my top rack is a little shorter. And the great thing about my top rack is now it's going to sit right on top of there just perfectly. Do we want it tall or we want it short? I think we want it tall. All right, so we're going to put a little bit of glue here. And we are just going to attach that to there. Just like that. Now, I was really scared that if I'm gonna let that sit. I was really scared that if I made it smaller, I couldn't put 2 pies in there, but guess what? Ta-da. And ta-da. 2 perfect pies. Look at that. So I'm going to turn that over and just let that sit because I need to put a pie on the bottom rack as well. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue. Actually, I'm going to glue my rack in first, and then that'll tell me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put glue. I'm doing this all backwards, which is why everything is falling apart on me. Hold on. So I'm going to put glue on the back and the bottom, and this little guy is going to sit right in there. And I'm going to use my scissors or a little pointy object, and I'm just going to hold it down so it doesn't move on me, okay? All right. So now look at the inside of our oven. It has 2 racks. Right? It's a Costco apple pie. That's funny. Okay, so that's going to go on my inside rack. And I'm going to have a little baby bottom one on the bottom rack. I'm going to have a little apple pie on the bottom. And then finally, let's see, if you use these papers, no way, I lost a pie. Okay. All right, no idea. But we'll find it. It'll show up. They always do. The pumpkin pie cannot go in the oven, right? Can't. Okay, so all we have left, we're just going to do 2 pies instead of 3. So now what we're going to do is we are going to put our countertops on. And I have decided that we want marble countertops this time. Okay? It is? No. Okay, so to do that, all you do is you can take a sea sponge. Karen uses a sea sponge. I didn't have one handy, so I'm taking just an old brush that has kind of wonky bristles. And this is shiny white. And all I'm doing is creating a little granite. Is that hilarious? It's just a gray. All right, and then we're going to glue those on. And voila, I have installed I've just installed my granite. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that hoot? A hoot? Okay, so we have a mixer, and I'm going to have to add. Now the rest of this is all gluing, and I'm going to go really fast because I want to show you the front too. The way that you stand up the mixers are just like you stood up the pies, and you can stand up different pies and everything. So here I'm just going to attach this to my mixer. Actually, I think I'm going to do a side in the back like this. You can use them either way, long way or short way. One will make them stand out further. One will make them closer to the back of the counter. Okay, so then you have to glue the back and the bottom, which I've already done. And we're going to attach that to our countertop. I have another one that I'm going to attach to a pie. And again, these little pies, I don't know if you guys have these papers or not, but the pies are by Photoplay. Now see, on this one, it's short, so I want it to stand out. So I make it the other way. And that's going to go over here on this countertop. Can you guys still see that? I am going to put, you can hang an oven mitt, because it's got a little hole in it for that. You can hang it right off there. I chose to take mine and just put them up here on the cabinet. Just kind of overlapping each other. Just like that, because I'm kind of messy like that. Right. Okay, and so there's our mixer. All right, so put this away. This is our other little pie. We can put another little pie on the stove if we want. You can go all day with this, right? So now we're building it. So now all we have to do is finish off this piece, which is super simple, and then do the front, and it's super easy as well. So all I did on this, I took the crosshatch labels, the rectangle labels, rectangles and labels crosshatch. I made myself a little rug. Okay, we're going to put that in front of our oven. Then I'm going to lay a piece of green down. Just like that. I'm going to lay a piece of white down that I can write a little note on that says, "Dear Dolores, bring me cookies." Oh, that's not what these are for? Oh, oh well. The little pumpkin strip I'm going to lay down. And I'm going to kind of center it a little bit and then just flip it over and cut off the edges. Like that. Or you can cut them off just looking at it straight. And I'm going to put my little words. And this is just one of the new Riley sayings that you just saw. The new Funny Bones sayings. And we are done with our kitchen. Right? We're done doing our kitchen with an oven that opens up that has its own pies. Can you believe that? How easy that is. What's under my ink pad? Oh! This is a little spatula. Because you can keep doing this all day. You can find little pieces, parts to just add to it. And there you go. Okay. Ta-da! Inside's done. Now let's just tackle the outside because it is super easy. I've got about 10 minutes. This is going to be absolutely perfect. All right. So for the outside, I am going to take a little vintage photo because you guys know I love to do that. And I'm just going to lightly edge the outside because it's fall, you know. Okay, so one lucky winner from all of these comments is going to win the entire die set that I used today. And just in case you did not hear in the beginning, both the oven pop-up die that I used and the accessories, so the oven pop-up, which is $12.50, and the oven extras, which is $12.51, both of those are on sale right now for 20% off, and they're only going to be until next Friday. So let's continue on. And we're just going to put this right in the center. Okay, and then I'm going to take my little pumpkins again. And I'm just going to lay them to cover that seam. And do this to cover that seam. I love Karen's borders. They are so cute. We have shark ones and martini ones, and I'm just going to turn it over and trim off the extra. And I always turn it over because I can rest my scissors along this edge and I can get the good cut that way. Alright. And now, let's see. We have this piece that we need to make with these words, and all I've done is I have taken the Happy and the Thanksgiving and I've cut one out of a burgundy that matched and one out of an orange that matched. And when I say I mean Dolores cut these. Wait, I'm going to go on the back of the top. And I like to create shadows. It just gives it a little something. You know, that extra little layer just makes a really good shadow. So I just put it on the front, and then when I glue it to this piece, you just offset it just a teeny weeny bit. Just enough for a shadow. See how that works? Can you guys see that? In my messy glue? There, see? Now, I love that you can fold these, so I'm just going to put the Happy right there on the front. Okay, and I'm just going to curve it a little when I put it in there. And that's going to go right there. And then the Thanksgiving, I did the same thing with, but I pre-glued it, and I'm just going to do that going up a little bit, so we just need to put some glue on it. Just like that. And of course, we need a pie in the middle. Oh yeah, these accessories that we have on here, you don't have to build a fancy card to use these accessories on. I mean, I'll show them to you in just a minute once I get this on here. This is going to go right here. How simple was that, right? I am just going to use some foam tape. Okay. And it's going to go right here. And this, I am very happy to say, hey, there it is. Ha! There's our missing pie. And we thought the dog ate it. All right, so I'm going to fold this down. I'm going to put glue around the outside edge. And we are going to glue on our fronts. And there we have it. And if it were me, if you don't like this little edge right there, which I don't, which means I just cut it a little small, stick in your cutter and cut it off. Look at that. And there we have it. In our card. It's done. My mixing bowl fell over. Didn't I have enough glue on him? All right, and that is it. Now I'm going to go through the dies with you because I have a couple minutes, right? I know, right, Carla? This is a lot quicker and a lot less expensive than building a real kitchen. Right? Fun, fun, fun. Okay. Now, my stuff is not sticking because I went through this real quick. So obviously when you do yours, you want to make sure that you've got everything secured before you move to the next step. But ta-da! So on the oven and the oven extra pieces, this is what you get. So in the oven pop-up piece, you're going to get everything that you can make this card scene, okay? The only thing you're not getting in it is the sentiment piece. So you can build a card from just oven pop-up, right? It comes with a spatula, it comes with an oven mitt, it comes with a cookie pan and some cookies, all right? It comes with all of that. When you add this one, you get a new set of doors, you get a backsplash, you get your range hood, here's a little knife. Oh my word, would that be really cute for a Halloween costume on a little dress up Riley, right? You have a mixer, you have a pot, you have bread, you have a turkey, you have a bread board, a charcuterie board. Look at all of that. All of that stuff is in here. I mean, she has literally thought of everything. And this is a perfect size knife for dress up. Now I'm going to have to do different costumes so I can use this knife. Okay, everybody, wrapping up. I used these two dies. I used 1233 rectangles and labels crosshatch. I used 1060 word set 7, which is autumn, and I used number 1247 Halloween borders, okay, to make my little autumn pop-up card. I've got to let that sit a little bit, so I will go back to my first one to make this cute little oven pop-up card. All right, we will draw names as soon as we're done here. We have to count them all up and everything. However, we will let you know, make sure that you head out to KarenBurniston.com and make sure you go to our Facebook Peeps page, because there is so many different things for you to find out there. What people do with Karen's designs flabbergasts me. All right, and you can find them all on the Facebook Peeps group. Okay, again, thank you so very much for spending part of your Saturday with me. I literally love hopping on here and hanging out with 100 of my closest friends and making a card on a Saturday morning. It doesn't get any better than that. So I'm signing out for the day. Get your mammograms. Get your mammograms, everyone. Please get your mammograms. Have a great day.